Good morning, captains. It's me, TONIK TZW, here in the Tier 5 Premium French destroyer, Glorieux. And this is quite a good game, but gosh, I tried. I really, really did try. But watching this one back, there are so many things that I could have done differently. But let me know how you would have played this one in the comments down below. If you enjoy the video, please do smash the like button. And if it's your first time past the channel, please do consider subscribing. Because, yeah, there aren't many UK contributors, and it'd be nice to try and hit 1,500 subs this year. We're on our way. We're over 1,450 now, and we are climbing steadily. We're here on North. It is domination. There is one destroyer and one carrier in the match. Red team have got the Son of. We have got an Ark Royal, and even though our Ark Royal is going to play a pretty solid game of it and do a very, very good job of staying alive, the same can't be said for the rest of Red team. Sorry, the rest of Blue team. And yeah, this is going to end without glory. But that isn't to say that it isn't a good game, because I have only played 4 games in this ship, and this is game number 4. I have won 2, and I have lost 2, and this was a new personal damage record in this ship, and you will not believe the XP that I'm going to get out of this game in a defeat. We're also going to miss out on adding another one to the tally. I don't think I need to tell you what that one is or what the tally is, because we've been counting them up to 223 currently. But this Pensacola is pushing hard down the flank, and you would think that every battleship worth his salt would be deleting that guy, but look at all the shells that are flying past my screen. Everybody is shooting at the battleships that push into the corner as we lose our first ship, and it's like awesome. And I'm trying to come away from this Pensacola as quickly as I can while keeping the guns on it. And all of a sudden, everybody seems to have stopped firing. Somebody gets a tickle on them there. We get another salvo out. Is this going to be our first kill of the game? No, for some reason RNG throws those everywhere. But we've got another salvo in the air, but here we go. Somebody does a full send. Everybody shoots at the cruiser when he is low health. And look at this guy. He is sat flat broadside to at least 3 ships out there. And how can you be expecting to survive, especially when you're static and there's a carrier in the game as well? And I was thinking, okay, this is the way that this game is going to roll. I pinged the map there, asking the carrier to go and hit the other spawn point and spot the destroyer. I'm not a carrier player myself, but with one destroyer in the game, and I'm in an Ark Royal, I would be hunting that destroyer. Now you may be thinking, well, you're the only DD in the game, why don't you go and find him? And I'm really worried that Red Team have potentially got a hard push down this flank, and Red Team's Kiro is parked behind that rock, which would be very, very dangerous for me. Because if I get out detected, which I'm likely to do, given the destroyer that I'm up against, which I think is a Hayate, there's a good chance he's going to out detect me. It is a very solid gunboat, and to be frank, I don't trust the guns on this one because I've only played it 4 times out of 21,000 battles. So a little bit unsure about performance. We do have a reload booster available, but the turret traverse as well is very lethargic, very slow. And so I think, okay, what can I do is I can get out here and I can stop some of this big steel from pushing down this flank. Excuse me while I take a sip of my coffee. Now it's good to see that the Nevada is punished for his mistake. We've got a Texas over there. There is another battleship pushing into that corner as well. And my torpedoes are running. They're looking all right, but they don't seem very fast. And I'm thinking, are we going to get this guy? Or is he going to outrun them? Now, the Nevada's not a fast ship itself, but I'm glad to say that we pick up our first kill of the game. We obviously only got an assist on the Pensacola there, but wasn't sure if we landed a torpedo on the Mackinson there. But we decided to use our reload booster and try and take him off the map, which we do for kill number 2. And although we aren't spotted anymore, we are going to push in. We are spotted now. We are going to try and get on that Texas and push this capture point. Now the carrier is still focused here on these battleships, and I'm thinking, no, 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 no. Other flank, destroyer, find it. You are moving, so you obviously know that he's going to be chasing you. So what you need to do is to get him out of the game. We're one ship down to red team at the moment, but we've also been a cap down for some time, so we're going to get guns onto this Texas, and their carrier is flying right by me, keeping me spotted as we pick up another kill assist. Could have saved those torpedoes, and we're pushing onto Alpha Cap because I know we need the cap advantage. One of our battleships is hanging back there on the flank. He's obviously going to become the focus for attention. We got a low health guy there. The Kirov is still out there as well. And this other battleship is very, very low health. And here comes the carrier again. And what I will say, Red Team's carrier certainly seemed to be damage hunting. He certainly did a great job against our battleships. But he's actually looks like he's coming in for a run on me. So as you've seen in previous videos, we're going to turn in on this guy. But it looks like he is going for the battleship behind me because he drops those over my head. We have the carrier spotted. We're going to keep him spotted. And what we're also going to do, because we know that the ships behind us are low health and they have got a very long reload, is we are going to push into this guy. We're going to get within torpedo range and we're going to help to take this guy down with guns and torpedoes, all the while being wary of where these airplanes are going and what they are doing. Now this carrier is going to slam his engine into reverse, but we are going to account for that. He's so close to the white line, all he's going to do is drift along the back of the map if he gets to it. We have got planes coming in again. Here we go. He's going to get lucky this time because the rudder shift on this one is a little bit slower, and he is going to get a hit on us with a couple of bombs at one point, but thankfully he's not going to get them all. And we do have heals available to us, which is very nice as that salvo goes nowhere near that ship. Here we go. So we're slowing down, engines full reverse, turn into him, but this time we're not quite quick enough. And we get a hit and a fire, which we damage control, but he is out of the game. He didn't manage to get another set of planes up, and that means that we are safe. We are on 3 kills, 2 assists with 82,000 damage. Now my engine boost is about to run out, and I was kicking myself for using the engine boost to get up here, when really I could have used the engine boost for getting back down there towards Bravo Cap. Destroyer obviously hiding in his smoke screen. We've got the Kirov there. I want to say there's potentially in New Mexico. I didn't see. Yep, New Mexico there. And there is the Warspite and the Hayate. Now, we just lose another ship. I was thinking if I can get onto a cap, then we have the potential for saving this game. It is 4 plays 2. This is where watching the video back, I think I should have made a different decision. But in the heat of the battle, looking at the clock, looking at the points, looking at what was going on, I could see that the carrier was running, and I thought, okay, he has got enough distance to basically stay safe from these guys. So if he comes up to the top of the map and then along the top edge of the map, he should be able to stay in the game. And I'm going to gamble here with this Kirov, but I don't put enough into this one. He disappears for a moment. I don't know what the Warspite is looking at, but I'm going to try and do what I can on this Kirov. We've got AP loaded, and we are going to put a couple of salvos out at this guy. That Warspite is very low health. We get a couple of, I think there's an over penetration on it, but we're trying to bait him into turning for us as we hit him for a Citadel. We put a final salvo out across there, and we are going to get some hits, but we lose sight of him. And this is the reason why I wish I had gone back down to Charlie Cap. Because one of the worst things about being a destroyer in domination when you're trying to pull it back for the team is you're taking yourself out of the game for an entire minute. Take a capture point. They have 3 ships available. Look at that Kirov. He is on a whisker of health. We already missed a kill on the Pensacola. We didn't quite get our torpedoes onto the other battleship that was on the back corner. Can't remember what it was. But this Kirov is just out of range, and I've got the option here of take the cap or chase the kill. And I always say that caps are king, and I'm thinking if the carrier can take care of the battleship, or that he has done already, and if he can take care of that Kirov and get the destroyer spotted, then I can run down and I can potentially take care of that battleship. So as far as I can see, the attention has not been on Red Team's destroyer for this entire game. So I'm sorry, buddy. I did message the guy after the game, and I said, you know, you played a really good game, you kept it moving, you stayed alive, but with a single destroyer in the game, then, you know, he should have been the target. The destroyer has obviously pushed up to A cap and flipped B cap, and so I'm going to try and close these guys down now. I know I've got a full health battleship there. The game clock is ticking down. The points now are fairly even, but we are losing out on the caps here, and this is where we need to focus the target. I have a good feeling that I can get rid of this battleship, but even if I take down the battleship, I know that our carrier is at risk, that destroyer is running him down. You can see now where his torpedo planes are. He's finally focusing on the destroyer, but I think it's a little bit too little too late in this case. He's been able to focus hard on the team to push through the caps. He's got the speed to close the carrier down, and rather than move around the top of the map, he's come to rest in the top corner of the map, and he's going to call me for help. And I do come up and I say, look mate, I'm doing everything I can do here to try and pull this one back to us. There's only, 20 points in the game at the moment as we pull a dev strike and we pull the game back to our team. But knowing that this Hatsuharu is going to run this battleship down, the carrier down, that I need to have the cap with the time remaining on the clock to try and hold the points in our favour with 2 caps to 1. It's painful. This was so painful to see happen. There are 30 points in this game. In 3 seconds we're going to have this cap, but there are 40 seconds left on the clock. 27 points, 20 points, and I'm watching this thing tick, and this one cap is just doing enough to keep them ahead in the game. It is not closing the margin quick enough. The carrier can't get onto him. The destroyer is there. He is detected and shooting at me. And I'm thinking, let my torpedoes reach him. Let my torpedoes reach him. And I can hear the tick, tick, tick of the game coming down to an end, and realizing that after everything that we've done, we are going to lose that game by 9 points. So we get 135,500 damage, we get 4 kills, we get 2 assists. We missed out on a couple of kills there that could have potentially given us the crack, and high caliber dev strike and a Confederate, and literally 2,156, pretty much a 3,300 base XP game there had we won. And if you just look at what Red Team had, I think we outplayed them all. So let me know what you would have done differently in that one, or whether you're prepared to give me a pat on the back and say, GG, TONIK, you tried, mate. You really, really tried. Smash the like, leave a comment. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.